Okay, look, man, I can't even lie to y'all. About 3 years ago, I made a video and I mentioned the food in the Netherlands, and I said it was lacking the sauce. And whoa. Now, hear me out, because look, at the time, I was fresh out the States. But man, after this last trip back to the States really made me see the error of my ways. Because you see, when it comes to a lot of things, it's the States that's lacking the sauce. Man, did I give y'all horror movie vibes? If it did, good. And now, not for nothing, man, we can legit start with the food. When I was back in the States, I ate out twice. And one of the places is my favorite, and that is Zaxby's. And listen, I know, look, your boy Sky Money knows better, but I thought this time would be different. I thought Zaxby's was different. So now, for those that don't know, Zaxby's is this amazing, like, chicken spot. Like, I mean, look, just to tell you how special this place is to me, when I graduated high school, my mom and my granddad asked me what I wanted for graduation. I said, a trip to Japan and Zaxby's. Look, man, that's how good this place is. I'm telling you, this place brings the sauce. Like, it's so good. So we were in Florida, and my mom let me know that they moved a Zaxby's to Florida. Like, they have Zaxby's in Florida, because it wasn't always like that. It was only in Atlanta, Georgia. But nope, they've expanded to Florida, and my mom's like, look, they got Zaxby's here. I will bring you some if you want. And look, my mom is such a boss. She knew exactly what I wanted. She was like, wings and things and extra Texas toast. And I was like, boss. And I said, wait. Could I have two? So my mom picks it up, drops it off after she gets off of work, and I go in. And this is where I knew I messed up. Without even eating all of it, it felt off a bit. Like, the taste just wasn't there. And to make matters worse, man, Zaxby has me on the toilet like... It had me on the toilet quick. It's crazy because I knew the food was bad, but I thought it tasted better until I had that Zaxby's. And look, I thought it was just produce that tasted a lot better here. Nah, pimp. I was eating this Zaxby's and all I could think about was how good bitterballen was. And now look, believe what you want, but I'm telling you, bitterballen hit with that mustard, like that hot mustard, pimp. We bought some waffles for the boys. And you buy them in the box, and they're frozen. And it tastes like trash. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I felt so bad for feeding this stuff to my kids. I mean, these frozen waffles were so bad, my kids were getting sick. Like, we had at least 4 accidents. And I mean, like, one of them was just terrible. We were at a family member's house, and my oldest son just threw up all over their floor. Man, there is so much crap in this food. It's unreal. So I gotta say, the Netherlands, yeah, when it comes to food overall, look, not only is it healthier, but it also brings the sauce. Like, the taste is there, not in just produce, but just in food. Even when you go out to eat, the taste is sauce. What's crazy is that they probably not even trying to hide it no more, because I'm telling you, I've tasted so much stuff in this last trip that it just blew my mind how bad the quality of this food is. So it's like, they ain't even trying to hide it. So either they're not trying to hide it, or my senses have just went Super Saiyan blue. The food was so bad. And my kids throwing up. Oh, man. And now something else that I did not expect the Dutch to be better than Americans at is the amount of opportunities that are provided here. And this is actually coming from somebody who, I was doing well in LA. Like, it wasn't even like I left because I wasn't doing it. But yeah, I would say when it comes to like life, I was hitting at least an 8. We were doing fairly well. I was on the horizon in my career in television. Had our son, had a great apartment, great location. But in my opinion, I think that the Netherlands, as well as a lot of other countries, do or offer better opportunities in a sense of like, they're not nickel and diming you and like trying to get you for all your money when it comes to things like healthcare, like just the things that you need to basically not just survive, but like move forward with your life. Because these things are so expensive, it really hurts you. So basically, if you're making like 120 grand a year, but you have kids and you have a wife and your health insurance is like $5 grand a month, then your child care is like $7 grand a month, or, you know, let's keep modest, $5 grand a month, then that 120 grand a year, it's more like, and then this is also not to mention that you're hit with a situation where you have to drive. Like, there's no way around it. You have to drive. Crazy part about it, we didn't even touch on like the cost of goods. Like, the cost of goods have gone up so much. It's freaking ridiculous. Uh-oh, some kind of crowd over here. Stay away from over there. We don't even know what's going on. From what I understand, it sounds like something related to giving money. Oh, and we didn't even touch on the cost of education, because a lot of people have student loans. But yeah, just from those things alone that I mentioned, you're already over 10 grand a month versus, like, again, affordable healthcare, affordable education, and affordable childcare. I have family members back in the States that are paying more in childcare than like 3 times my mortgage. It's like literally 3 times my mortgage. And the reason why I say that the opportunities are better here and in other places, because these things aren't so high, you can do other things with the money. Like, you clearly have other options, which is like freaking amazing. The more options you have, the better. Yo, what's up, dude? But yeah, matter of fact, this is actually a real conversation that I had with somebody back in the States when I told him how much I pay, like, just in my monthly expenses. I told him how much I pay, and he literally was like, yeah, man, if I only had to pay this and that for childcare, he don't know what he would do. Like, he would be just racking up so much more money. Like, you could, like, he could start the business that he always wanted to start, and he could finish projects that he always wanted to finish. So yeah, man, definitely another point for the Netherlands, Europe, and even some Asian countries. Like, for real, huge win for us. Like, big win. But I'm actually meeting a friend here, a friend that I've known since like 6th grade. And yeah, she met a Dutch guy in college and's been living in the Netherlands for like 10 years. This is one of my best friends home.
We need the spies or just the regular?
We're going to the cute houses. Wow, a lot of people out today. Man, that's nice to see. Dang, like, it is packed here. Wow. Oh man, that was super nice visiting my friend. Man, I haven't seen her in about a year and a half maybe, but I've known her since like grade 6. Like, jeez. And she actually brought up a good point, and she said that she definitely thinks that here in the Netherlands is much better for kids here than it is in the States. Anywhere she's gone to, she would say that the Netherlands probably has, yeah, they do it better when it comes to being more family friendly and like more kid friendly. Woo-hoo-hoo, they still got the trees up, the big tree, the tree tunnel. But it is definitely something that the Netherlands does way better than the US. I mean, hands down, it's way safer for kids here than the US. And I'm not even talking like when it comes to like crime or anything like that. I'm just talking about being out and about on the streets, on the roads. It's just a lot safer. And a lot of this has to do with the Netherlands infrastructure. Like, it just seems super safe for kids. The roads to the sidewalks, all the way to the feast pad, which is the bike lanes. And then to top it off, you have amazing like parks like everywhere. The amount of green space is just amazing. And then that's just the green space. We're not even talking about the amount of businesses, cafes, that are like just suited for kids. Museums, these things are everywhere. Matter of fact, we actually love to go to a place, a cafe, and it's called Meneer Paprika. If you didn't know, I do have 2 sons and we love going to this place. I told my friend about this place back in the States, and I also told him how a lot of cafes are like kid friendly, and he was just blown away. He was literally like, look, you need to come over here, make a house call, and we gonna make one of these, because these places are just not common in the States. And I'm not gonna lie though, these places would really be beneficial in the States. Like, I'm just super saying. But yeah, they just don't roll like that in the States. And it makes sense because here it's more about family, it's more about community. So it makes sense that businesses actually take that into consideration and be like, hey, if you're gonna come, you wanna sit and have lunch here, at least we could do is have a little section for you and your kids to like chill. Side note, look, whoa man, it is nice turned out to be a really nice day. It was super sunny in Rotterdam and kind of overcast in Harlem, but I think it's because it's a little bit later in the day. But yeah, super nice. But yeah, man, the values in the States are just different. So the priorities are different, which translates to, yeah, a better life here in the Netherlands for when it comes to children. It seems like the Netherlands is like designed for kids. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but it seems like everything is designed for the kids to thrive. And to me, this makes sense because the kids are the future. I mean, even as they grow older, start stepping some dog poop. But no, even as they get older, they're not already in a large amount of debt like a ton of kids are in the States. And that right there makes a world of difference to the kids and as well as to parents. The world just hits different when you see kids just out enjoying themselves, and then kids out with their families. Like, I'm just super saying it's different. And now my last thing that I've noticed the Netherlands is much better at, and this might sound small, but this is actually one of my big ones. That's why I saved it for last. But that is class. And now, whoa, listen, hear me out. Don't misunderstand. Because what I mean by class is simply just people know how to treat other people. Like, I am like blown away at how bad it's gotten in the States. And as if you have no idea what I'm talking about, people there treat other people like crap. I mean, it is insane. I mean, just look at our politicians. We have politicians that will just downright disrespect, call names, like openly. Like, just air everything out openly in front of the whole world. And somehow this has gotten to the point where it is seen as being an okay thing to do. And now look, man, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. Look, it is not okay for our leaders to fight. Look, we are not paying them to fight each other. We not doing that. Like, that is not what they get paid for. If I wanted to see some fights, I just watched some Dragon Ball Z. I would just see who Vegeta lining up next. We are not paying these politicians to fight. Even though I know I'm not in the States, I still pay my taxes. I still gotta pay my American taxes. And look, I'm not paying to see these fights between our leaders and politicians every time I get online or watch the news. Same with the news. Like, I don't wanna see these fights. Like, they need to stop showing it too. Like, we should be ashamed. At what point in our lives where that became okay? But look, this is not okay. Just remember how it looked. I mean, this is for any country. This is not okay to like openly and publicly fight with each other and you're like a politician or a leader. Like, no, this is not okay. It don't matter. Again, it doesn't matter. Democrat, Republican, it does not matter. This is not okay because it sends a terrible message to the rest of the world. Look, I'm just keeping it real. I'm super saiyan. I hear the conversations. I hear what people are talking about. And even though my Dutch ain't good, I'm telling you, it looks bad. Like, I'm just being real. It looks bad. And people wonder why Americans are seen the way we're seen. We're seen as a joke. These politicians represent us. They work for us. We don't work for them. I'm being dead serious too. They work for us, and look at how they openly act. And now what you're starting to see is this trickle down to just like how normal people, not politicians, but how regular people treat each other. And look, I'm not a genius by any means, but look, maybe if you're having issues with your coworker or a fellow leader, maybe, just maybe now, maybe don't post about it right when you're having an issue or air it out openly on Twitter. I mean, look, maybe that's just me. I mean, if me and my wife are having problems, I'm not rushing to YouTube to tell everybody. But yeah, maybe that's just me. And with American having the influence that it has, I pray that it doesn't influence other countries to that extent. Like, it has gotten just so bad. Like seriously, it's bad. When did we become like that? How did we get so trashy to the point where we don't even have respect for each other? Like, how did we get there? Oh man, quick side note though, dang, it just got cold. I think it's because it's starting to get dark. Dang, it's cold. And another side note, me and my friend went to the cube houses. I was thinking, like, I want to put that in the video. I don't think I am gonna put it in the video, But I was thinking of a way to kind of share certain things, and I'm thinking, now look, hear me out. I'm thinking about starting a membership, so if you want to join, just something to think about. I ain't started yet, but yeah, I'm thinking about starting one. That way I can just share like just certain things that I do, because people always ask me to share certain things, and it doesn't go with the video, so yeah, it kind of like, yeah. But yeah, I am thinking about starting a membership just for those people who want just a little bit extra. So if you do, cool. If you don't, cool too. Just go ahead, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Okay, quick side note. All that talk about bitterballing. Man, I'm about to go get me some bitterball.